Hello everyone, my name is Teodora and the topic of my presentation today is interesting design trend, 3D typography. I'm going to divide my presentation into 4 parts. Firstly, I'll give you some basic information about 3D typography. Secondly, you will hear something about 3D typography styles. After that, I will move on to characteristics of 3D type. And at the end of presentation, we will have a small conclusion. Now, we can start with the first part of the presentation, where you will get a clear idea of what 3D typography is. Three-dimensional typography is a design trend that adds a realistic effect to type. It makes typography on a screen or printed element a lift of the canvas for a look that's almost like a sign. These effects can be applied on almost any font in editing software such as Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. You can also use a 3D font. When it comes to variations of 3D typography, there aren't a lot of rules to follow. Lettering can be of almost any style or typeface and feature a more straight-on readable design or feature stocks and combinations of letters that are much more artistic than informational. As I gave you a general insight into 3D type, we can now move on to different styles of this design trend. Just as typography styles vary, so do 3D type styles. These typefaces might be big and bold, which is a highly popular option, or feature a more script or bubbled design. When it comes to use of 3D type, it can include color or not, and there are huge variations in how dramatic the effect can be. The identifying style of 3D typography is that lettering has depth. You should feel like you can reach out and touch the letters and feel the variances in shape or curves or hard edges. Turning to the next part of my presentation, an interesting question pops out in my head, which is what makes something on a flat canvas or screen take on a three-dimensional feel? Obviously, those are the characteristics and techniques used to create 3D type, which include use of shadows, titling, changes in perspective for letters such as some being upright and some laying down, embossing or lightening changes, use of sharp text on a blurred background, adding textures, photographing objects to create text, distancing layering of text versus background, solid long shadows, and last but not least, animation. To conclude this topic, I would like to say that 3D typography is definitely not for every project, but it can be a lot of fun. You can use 3D type for web or print projects. Just make sure to keep the rest of the design fairly simple and pair it with techniques that are easy to read. Most of all, have fun. That's what the 3D typography trend is all about. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you for watching.